Hi everyone, I welcome you all to this question answer session. Hope you are doing great. So, any work, in order to execute it, in order to put that into practice, just need some interest towards it, and we need to have a complete awareness about it. When we have that awareness and interest towards doing that, we never give up in the middle. And giving up would be the toughest challenge that everyone has to enhance in their life. So, I think a work to get its success, it needs one simple concept, that is, we should never give up. And when we have that concept, the work keeps going on. So, with the support of the students who are curious about knowing much information, we have been taking this mission forward. So, I told you so many times, the only intention behind doing this program is this: we just want to bring some awareness in the lives of people so that that awareness will resolve their challenges. So I keep on telling one concept to the students always is this: every time we have a problem, every time we have a challenge, it means that there is something what we don't know and we need to know it. So when we know it, then automatically the problem gets vanished. See, how the problem gets vanished is all about only one simple concept, okay? So when you have maturity beyond the problem does not exist at all. Problem is something which exists only when we have a lesser maturity or when we are of no maturity. So problem appears before us when we don't have that maturity, that's it. When we have maturity, then no problem exists. So every time there is a problem that is coming up in life, the problem can be something about worrying or getting disturbed about something. So every time we have a problem, every time we encounter a kind of worry or disturbance or some disappointment in our life, then automatically we have to put a question on ourselves. What is that I don't know? So, what is that I don't know because of which I have a problem in my life? So when we put this question, we start exploration. And that exploration will bring awareness in us. Okay. And most of the people keep suffering from most of the challenges for which though they don't need to really suffer at all. But they just suffer because they're not aware of it. So one simple concept I keep telling them is this. So whatever that is being created in life, whatever that is being happening in life is happening just because we created that in our thought process. So when we create that in our thought process, that happens. So life is just an outcome of our thinking. So we think with fear and we think with courage and confidence. When we think with fear, then we attract all negative things. See, one thing I can put before you is this. So in fear, we worry, we get scared about something, and we think about something negative, and we attract that into our life. And in faith, we believe in something good to happen, and we attract that good in our life. So, whatever we think, that is going to become our reality. So, if we learn how to think, then we learn what to create or how to create in our life. When we learn how to think, then in turn how to create, then life is totally in our control. Life is totally our creation. It's an outcome of what is happening in our mind. So when we understand this concept, we realize that everything that is happening because of us. And I just feel very comfortable to say that unless we realize that whatever may be the problem that we are encountering in life, we are encountering because of us. So because of improper thinking that is existing within us. So until and unless we start thinking with this perspective, we can never resolve the challenge. See, this was the biggest eye-opener in my life, because when I realized this, I started looking at every problem from my perspective, and we could resolve everything in life. Or I could resolve everything in life. So, one concept I've told you is this: every time there is a problem that is popping up in your life, start thinking that what is that I don't know? On what should I have to develop awareness? So that once I put on that awareness in my life, then the problem does not exist. Okay? And I just told you, right? In that awareness, I gave you a simple example. Life is a creation of our thinking. What we think gets manifested in our life. So we should learn how to think. When we lack this awareness that life is totally a creation of our thinking, so we think that someone is involving in our life, someone is operating our life, God is operating in our life, this, that and all, okay? We have these circumstances. So because of this we are experiencing this, because of that we are experiencing. We will have all kind of vague definitions, okay? So, which make living our life complicated. So, anyway, this is one thing I have been telling you every time we get into this question answer session. That is, enhance your awareness, empower your awareness, have vast awareness about various things. And that awareness is going to transform your life to greatness. And in order to empower that awareness greatly, all we need is only one. We need to put right questions. See, as Thomas Alva Edison, when he was asked, how will you try to create a solution for a problem? He just said that if I have a problem which I have to solve in an hour, 55 minutes I'll just take for creating the best question, and 5 minutes I'll use it for creating an answer to that. So right questions create wonderful solutions. So we need to develop that right questioning ability in order to pop up with right solutions. So I hope you understood this. So I encourage you to come up with a lot of questions so that you empower your awareness and you increase your maturity. So once you grow in your maturity, the problems get vanished. You don't experience any problem. See, sometimes I feel, okay, there were a lot of problems in my life before, okay, but why I won't have any problem today? See, it is just because my awareness has enhanced and the problems get vanished. That's all. There's nothing else than that. Okay. So let's get started. First, with the question what I've got. It is from Pyari. Anyway, she has been a consistent question asker in this question answer session. So thank you, Pyari. Good evening, and I'm very happy to answer your question. Thank you so much. So what is love and friendship? How it we have to be? See, love, it is not so easy to define love, but we just say it's a feeling. See, one thing we need to understand that. So there is only one emotion or one feeling, that is of love. So when our thinking is right, when our thinking is positive, then automatically we are influenced by positive thought process. So simply to define exactly how love is expressed, let me put something like this. Our thinking creates our feeling, and that feeling, when it gets stronger, it becomes an emotion. So thinking totally depends on our memory. So when we have a positive opinion on someone or something completely in our mind, then automatically our mind thinks only positive about that person. When positive thinking happens, we represent positive feelings, and that positive feelings result in positive emotions. Okay, I hope you understand this. So, love is an outcome of having a positive opinion on someone, a complete positive opinion on someone. See, generally it can be of anyone. Let it be of a mother and a son. Say, a mother has a complete positive opinion on his son. Whatever may be son doing, okay, but still mother does not look into the negative side of his son, but always looks into the positive side of his life. When his mother always looks into the positive side of him, automatically she always thinks positive about him. And as she thinks positive about him, she expresses a positive feeling and she expresses a positive emotion towards him. Okay? So love exists until the memory in the mind is positive. But some incident, some situation, or some troubling thing when it happens, automatically the memory becomes negative. Probably two people may be in love with each other. So they are in love with each other because they have a positive opinion towards each other. Or at least one person is having an entire positive opinion in his mind, but not the other. Doesn't matter. So when there is a positive opinion, okay, they think positive, they feel positive, they emote positively, and that's why the emotion of love exists. But this happens, okay, with anyone. Probably if there is a person who never looks into anything in a negative manner, who looks into everything in a positive manner, for whom everything is positive, he loves everything. He is in love with everything. So probably if you can go through the principle of Jesus, which says love all the time. So his only concept is not to look into anything negative in anything. Because once we look into a negative concept, once we take some negative information about others, automatically our memory changes. So once our memory changes, our thinking changes, our feeling changes, our emotions change. So when these things become negative, we develop hatred. So absence of love is hatred. So why did hatred come into picture? Because the memory got changed. The memory that was there, which was positive, has now become negative. See, for example, like my son may ask me to do something, and if I do it, my son will have a positive opinion towards me and say, "Thank you so much, Dad." But probably if I don't do it, so as his desire is not getting fulfilled, automatically he starts thinking negative about it. So once he starts thinking negative about it, he emotes in a negative manner. Probably gets disturbed, he comes up with a negative outcome and creates a trouble in himself and everyone around. So love is just an emotion that happens between anything. See, probably you may love dogs. So you love dogs means you have a positive opinion towards dogs. And you tame dogs, you walk with dogs, you spend time with dogs, you play with dogs, you make the dog sleep with you. So you do a lot of things with dog just because you have a positive opinion towards a dog. There are some people who do not like dogs. So they hate dogs. The people who hate dogs do not express in the same manner because their memory is different. So as their memory is different, automatically their thinking is negative, their feeling is negative, their emotions are negative. So every time they see a dog, they get irritated. So they are expressing the emotion of hatred, that is negativity. So the same thing is this. Probably most of the people will have a love towards a particular hero or a particular heroine. So towards that particular hero or particular heroine or a particular cricketer or a politician or a celebrity or a scientist or a successful person, so they have a complete positive opinion about them. They take all positive information. Their perception towards everything the other person is doing is positive. As their perception is positive, automatically what is happening is they have a positive memory. As they have a positive memory in their mind, they think positively about them. They feel positive about them. And they emote positive about them. But on the other side, the opponent hero or a competitor, probably if you're a fan of Mahesh Babu, let us say that Prabhas may be an opponent. So we will develop some kind of negative information about the other hero. So we listen negative about them, we explore something negative about them, we try to identify some weakness in them, we try to come up with some negatives in them and store a negative information within us. So once we store a negative information within us, automatically what happens? Our mind starts thinking negative about them. So once our mind starts thinking negative about them, it feels negatively, it emotes negatively, and we get irritated towards them. We don't enjoy watching their movie even. And we don't even tolerate their success because in the process we become selfish. We want our wish to be fulfilled. So simple, love is an emotion that you are expressing within yourself. So love is a very pleasant emotion, a joyful emotion, a happy emotion. It's like when the temperature is very hot outside, if you have got an opportunity to sit in an air-conditioned room, you have a lot of comfort in that. So just like that, so love is an emotion which soothes you, which makes you very comfortable, which makes you feel very comfortable. Okay, how does that come? It comes out of positive thinking. How do you think positively? You carry positive information about someone or something. See, probably there is a lot of positive emotion between you and your friend or you and anyone in this world, okay? So until that positive content is there in your mind, okay, it emotes as a positive content. So that emotion will bond you or that emotion will make you feel comfortable. So let me put a good example, okay, which you can understand. A boy creates a complete positive picture about a girl. So as his mind is totally having positive information about that girl, automatically every time a thought strikes about that girl, so the mind comes up with positive thoughts. Because the entire information that is stored in the mind of the person is positive. So automatically what happens? He feels positive and he emotes positively. And that makes him celebrate. So I told you, right? It's a soothing emotion which makes him experience something very special. Now, the boy thinks that I'm very happy now, I'm excited now, I'm in a very pleasant state. It's all because of the other girl. It's not because of the other girl whom he loved. It is because he created a positive memory about her, and that memory is thinking only positively. As it is thinking positively, automatically it is encouraging the feeling and emotion to be positive. And he is experiencing something wonderful. Try to understand this. So, if you can take this, after some time, let us say that there is some disturbance that happened between both of them. And the information that was positive in his mind now changes into a negative content. So now his mind is lodged with negative content. So let's say there was a breakup between both of them, or the other girl got married, or she cheated and she loved someone else, okay? Or she was in love with someone but she was just acting with this fellow. Something happened, okay? And this fellow discovered it. Now what happened? The information in the mind, the memory in the mind gets negative. When the information or memory in the mind gets negative, automatically what happens? So thinking becomes negative. When thinking becomes negative, automatically the feeling is of hatred, negative. And the emotions are of disturbance, irritation, worry, frustration, disappointment, discouragement, resentment, okay? So with all these negative emotions, he struggled a lot. See, in the first case, okay, he only created a positive memory about her and he enjoyed that, he celebrated that. In the second case, he only created a negative emotion or a negative memory about her and he started struggling, he started suffering, okay, because of his memory. But he thinks that the memory is because of her. See, one thing you need to understand that, is it possible for everyone on this earth to live for us? Or is it possible for everyone on this earth, okay, to live for our ideas or for our dreams? Or to live according to our choices? It's never possible. It is not possible for at least one person to live according to our choices, according to our likes and dislikes. Okay, nobody can live for us. Everyone has to live his or her life. But we make the feeling, we create the memory, and once it is not being executed, we change the memory and we keep suffering. So love is a feeling, love is an emotion, okay, that happens when you create a positive content in the mind. Okay, so I hope you understood this. And coming to friendship, friendship is all about, see, every person has some likes and dislikes. Okay, so when he sees the likes that are there within him in someone, he calls him a friend. When he sees someone with the qualities that he does not like, then he says he is his enemy. So there are nothing like friends or enemies on this earth. So I think you can understand this concept that there's nothing like good or bad. It's the thinking that makes it so. So you are your own friend, you are your own foe. So exactly saying, we are our own friend, we are our own enemy. We don't have any friends, we don't have enemies on this earth. So friend is someone who exhibits the qualities that we like. Let's say, Pyari, you love or you like exploring awareness by asking questions. So the questions bring awareness in you, and that awareness increase your maturity, and with that maturity you are resolving a lot of problems in your life, and in turn you are making your life a happy one, a celebrating one. Let us pursue. So this is a quality that you like within you. Okay? As this is the quality that you like within you, you consider me as your friend. So you have a positive opinion towards me. So you consider me as a friend because you love asking questions. And that is a quality that exists within me. So let us presume, okay, there is another person who hates questions. So if you ask questions, you get irritated. Then automatically you consider that fellow as an enemy because, okay, there is some quality that you don't like that is there within you. So I can call every person as a bundle of qualities. So it can be a positive quality or it can be a negative quality. So let us presume a few qualities. So let us assume that I respect women and I just give a lot of value for women. So this is one quality what I have which is positive. So every person who is having this quality of respecting women and giving a lot of value for women will become my friends. Because that is the quality that is there within me. Let us presume that there is one quality within me that is of service. I love to serve people. So service is my utmost priority. So when I have the quality of service within me, so when I see that quality in anyone, automatically what happens is I start liking them. So I consider them to be my friends. So why I consider them to be my friends is just because of only one reason. Okay, that is that quality is there within me. Okay, so every time the quality I have within me expresses in someone in this world, automatically I call them as my friends. That's all. So let us take it on the other side. Suppose I hate girls, let us presume. Okay. I irritate girls and I comment them and I create all kind of disturbances in their lives. Okay. So when I'm like that, my quality is negative. Okay. So if I find someone with the same quality who hates girls and who always tries to cheat or trouble girls or irritate girls, okay, then I say that that fellow is my best friend. Because that is a quality that is there within me. It may be a negative quality, but that quality is expressing in the other fellow. As that quality is expressing in the other fellow, automatically I just love him. So there are nothing like friends or friendship on this earth. So every person is having a bundle of qualities. So when that bundle of qualities, okay, can be a positive quality or can be a negative quality. A smoker may love another smoker. A non-smoker may love another non-smoker. A smoker may hate a non-smoker and a non-smoker may hate a smoker. So it is just because we have certain qualities. Let us presume, okay, in every situation, in every circumstance, you keep observing, okay? So, external world is a reflection of yourself. You reflect yourself in the external world. In reality, whatever you see in others, they are your qualities. Because they are nothing but a reflection of yourself. See, someone hates someone because there is a quality within them which they don't like. As they don't like that quality and that is being expressed by other person, he identifies that and automatically says that I hate him. So in my world, okay, I can just say that there's nothing like friendship or enmity in life. Okay. So when you are a person with all positive qualities, you see that positive qualities in everyone and you will be comfortable with everyone. But if you are a person with a lot of negative qualities, you see that negative qualities with others and you hate them, that's it. So, logically saying, friendship is just a kind of comfort or convenience what a person experiences because he is in relation with a person who is having the same qualities that we have. When you find a person with opposite qualities, then we call him as an enemy. In reality, there is no enemy for anyone. And if someone appears to be an enemy, it is just because there is some quality what we don't like within ourselves, which is being expressed in others. So when we go deeper into the concept, love is an outcome of a positive memory that we have created within ourselves. Hope you understand this. And friendship is an expression of the good qualities that we have within ourselves. See, we need to understand one thing, that we are just reflecting ourselves in the other person, nothing else than that. So there is no bigger thing in it. So if you have to differentiate it exactly, fine, these are low. So what is love and friendship? Now I think you understand this, okay? So love is just an outcome of the positive memory that we have created within ourselves, that is coming up with positive thinking and that is expressing, okay, positive feelings and positive emotions. And the qualities that are there within us are being reflected. So when positive quality is being reflected in others, we say it is friendship. And when negative quality is being reflected in others, we say it is enmity. But if you can slowly understand, okay, there is nothing like a positive quality, there is nothing like friendship, or there is nothing like enmity in others. So it's all about the qualities that are imbibed within us. So slowly convert all positive qualities within yourself so that we can look into positive qualities in everyone. When you look into all positive qualities in everyone, automatically what happens is this. So you can experience the greatness in everyone. So I hope you understood this. Probably the concept what I've expressed you may be a bit deeper one. It may need some thinking in order to understand that. So, but if you can give that thinking, you can slowly understand it. So from now, just be conscious. So what I mean by being conscious is this. Every time you're experiencing the emotion of love, an excited emotion, a happy feeling, automatically start looking back. What is the memory I have about the other person? So you will be considering that it is a positive memory. So as it is a complete positive memory, so your mind is thinking positively, so you are expressing positive feelings and you are expressing positive emotions. I hope you are understanding this. Okay? Be conscious about it. So every time you get irritated, you are worried, you are in trouble, automatically just be conscious, observe the memory that you have about the other person. So as that memory is negative, so your mind is thinking negative and it is feeling negatively and the emotions are negative and they are troubling you. All you need to do is one thing. So don't take a negative memory of anyone. There may be 1,000 negative qualities in a person, okay? But why should we bother ourselves by considering that negative quality in others? If there is anything that you really want to take into your memory, let that be a positive memory. See, your mind is like a treasure house. Let's consider your mind as your store well, okay? Or a place where you store something treasurable in your house. So you put all valuables in that. Okay, probably if you take a locker in a bank, you don't put some stones or mud in it, okay, but you try to put something valuable in that. You put something valuable in that because it's a treasure for you. So just like that, mind must be protected with positive information. When it is protected with positive information, when it has only positive information about everyone, it always expresses love. It always expresses a positive feeling. And that's going to be wonderful. So love can be expressed towards anything and everything if the memory that is there in your mind is positive. And if you are an embodiment of all positive qualities, you don't have negative qualities, then automatically you reflect only positive qualities in everyone. See, you only reflect the qualities that you have within yourself. See, for example, if I'm a singer, I can notice the singing ability of someone. As I'm not a singer, I cannot notice that ability even if it is there in a person. See, I'm good in my communication skills. I'm very good in training spoken English. So probably that ability is there in someone about spoken English, automatically I notice it. A fellow does not have any information about spoken English may not chuck my ability of spoken English. So whatever is there within us, that is what we reflect in the person. So when we are an embodiment of all positive qualities, then we start experiencing only positive qualities in everyone. When we start experiencing only positive qualities in everyone, automatically everyone is a friend for us. We enjoy that friendship with everyone. But when we have negative qualities within us, we start perceiving even negative qualities in others. And we start hating them. Okay? I hope you understood this. So, I think I've given you a few examples. If you can go through it, listen these things 2-3 times, then you'll be getting the right essence of it. But what I've told you is the truth. So it'll take some time to digest it. Okay? So keep working on it. Someday you will get an analysis of this. So once you have an analysis, then you can express that love towards everyone, and you can make everyone a friend, not an enemy. Okay? Thank you, Pyari, for your wonderful question. I'll be grateful for your work. So, good evening, Sheikh. So, you just ask a question which is concise: quick decisions or mature decisions? I don't exactly understand, okay, by your question, but probably how to take quick decisions or mature decisions. So it's very simple, Sheikh, okay. So there's nothing like quick decisions or mature decisions. See, we need to decide. It's definitely good to make a decision than not to make any decision. When it is good to make a decision, so make some decision. Definitely you will not be taking good decisions in the beginning. There may be a lot of false decisions, there may be a lot of wrong decisions what you take. But by taking wrong decisions, we keep experiencing the challenges and we keep realizing or learning the lessons that must be learned. In the process of learning the lessons and enhancing our maturity, so we start taking good decisions or great decisions. See, we need to understand this. Right judgments are done, okay, by taking wrong judgments. When we make a lot of wrong judgments in life, automatically right judgments will happen. So decisions are also the same. So it cannot happen instantly, or it cannot be a what I can say matured outcome to get that in the first instance itself. So first learn to take decisions. You need to understand that with the information that you have, whatever you decide is the right decision. But after some time, you may increase your information, you may gain more awareness about it. After gaining more awareness about it, the decision what you have taken in the past might look wrong. But you don't need to worry for that. At that time, with the maturity what you had, the decision what you have taken was right. With the maturity what you have, with the enhanced maturity what you have developed today, the decision what you are taking is right. So don't go back and regret for the past decisions what you have taken. Okay? So you'll always make good decisions by taking a lot of bad decisions. So what is the lesson for you is take decisions. So most of the people in fear of taking bad decisions, they never take decisions at all. As they don't take decisions, they never learn to take good decisions. And that is the reason why they get stuck in life. So it's far better to take a wrong decision than not taking a decision at all. Because by taking a wrong decision, we face some challenges definitely, that is fine, but we get experience. We'll come to know the reality. We'll come to know the truth, okay? That truth drives us courage and confidence in order to face the next challenge that is being encountered in our life. Okay, so take decisions and move on. Don't worry whether it is a good decision or a bad decision. So first become a decision maker and keep going. Okay, with the knowledge, with the awareness what you have, make decisions and move on. So slowly you will come to a stage wherein you can make better decisions in life. Okay, I hope you understood this. Thank you so much, Sheikh, for your question. Gokul, good evening. Good evening, sir. I developed myself very well than the past me. Okay. Now I have no stops in my communication, sir. Thank you, sir. My question is, so how to maintain a gentle attitude? The attitude is how you think, right? So how you think in different situations is your attitude. So to think greatly, we need to, as I'm telling you from the beginning, okay, to think greatly, your mind must be stuffed with positive content always. See, our mind has 5 sense organs. Okay? So in that, we use mostly 3 sense organs in order to feed the mind with knowledge. So what we see, what we listen, matters the most and what we speak. These three things give knowledge to our mind. When we take care of these three things, so what we listen, what we see, and what we speak, if this information is positive, automatically the memory that is lodged in your mind is positive. When the memory that is lodged in your mind is positive, automatically your thinking is positive in every situation. But what happens with most of the people is they try to receive some negative information which it's like satisfies their ego or arrogance. See, let us say that someone flatters me and says that I'm on the top of the globe, I'm the best, there's no one greater than me, no one can do the things what I do greater than me, or something like that. So when they talk about this, I have a kind of comfort within me. It is because of the ego what I have developed within myself. So I am satisfying my ego. So I don't understand all this at that time. So because of my ego, I give an ear for everyone's negative. So when a lot of people come up with the negatives of others, I keep listening. So by listening to a negative information, so let us say Gokul, you have a friend by name Satish. Satish happened to talk negative about Rajesh. Now you took a negative information about Rajesh in your mind. So as your mind is filled with negative information, automatically when Rajesh is before you, your mind starts thinking negatively. So negative thoughts will develop negative feelings. Negative feelings will create negative emotions. So negative emotions will make you to behave in an irritating manner with Rajesh. But let us consider, so your friend Satish told something negative about Rajesh, but you did not accept it. Why should I listen to this negative information? I don't want to carry any negative information about anyone. So you just ruled it out. Okay? And you observed some positive qualities in Rajesh and you stored that information in your mind. So automatically, you know what is happening. Every time you see Rajesh, automatically you get some positive thoughts, positive feelings and positive emotions. So that is what maturity is, that is what being conscious is. When the other person is telling negative, don't take that information. See, for example, is anyone perfect on this earth? You need to think. Is anyone there who can say that I do only positive things? I do only good things in life? So there's no one like that. Even Jesus said that, call me not perfect. Only the God in heaven is perfect. So perfection is not a possibility for anyone. So no one can become a perfect human being. There are a lot of mistakes what everyone will be doing. So we need to accept that negatives in others and we must be in a position to forgive others. So when we forgive others, we don't take that negative information. So we put positive content in our mind. When we put positive content, automatically we think positive. So now, what you listen, what you see. See, today most of the people are exposed to social media and they keep watching a lot of things. See, most of the women watch serials. In watching serials, what exactly happens is, they see different women doing a lot of negative things. And they consider that, I'm not doing such negative things. That is the reason why I'm a fantastic person. Try to understand this. You're a good person when you do good things. You need to understand this. But definitely you're not a good person, okay, when you're not doing something wrong. So this is how people make decisions and just create a lot of fuss in their lives. So as they are watching something negative, their mind is getting feeded with some negative information. See, why we are scared of certain things? So probably let us say that a snake does not bite a person who does not have any kind of fear within him. Okay? But how did we develop fear? So we developed fear by watching many movies wherein a snake bit a person and that fellow struggled and died. So we got this information in our mind. Now we have a kind of fear towards a snake. So probably when there is a jailed person, we have a fear towards it. Okay, because in movies we see a giant hitting an ordinary person. Okay, so with a lot of trouble. So someone who is cruel, so we are automatically afraid of him because we have seen such information and that information reached in our mind, and as it is there in our mind, okay, that is expressing negativity within us. I hope you are understanding. So even what you speak matters a lot. When you are in the habit of speaking only positive content, automatically your mind is lodged with positive information. So when your mind is filled with positive information, automatically your attitude goes great. So just imagine your mind as a gardener and you as a gardener. So being a gardener, what kind of seeds are you going to sow in your garden? Definitely you will not allow one negative seed to be sown in your garden. So just like that, don't allow any negative information to reach your mind. You need to be conscious of it and you need to filter out everything. So even if there is a wrong seed that is being planted in the garden, once it grows, what we do is we pluck it off. We consider that to be a weed and we take it off. So you may ask me a question, okay, how would I come to know, okay, about a wrong plant that was planted in my mind? So it's simple. So every time you come up with a negative emotion, an emotion of anger, irritation, frustration, disappointment, discouragement, automatically you need to understand that the seed that was planted previously was a negative one. You just need to remove it. Have a kind of analysis and remove it. So probably you have a negative thought about someone. So you are getting irritated towards that person. So automatically what you have to do, am I a person who is perfect? Don't I do mistakes? Don't I become angry? Don't I talk negative? Don't I receive negative? So when I do something wrong, okay, what is wrong in the other person doing it? So forgive it. See, I think if you can understand, the entire principle of Jesus talks about forgiveness. When a man learns to forgive all the people who are troubling him, that is, there is a lot of negative information that he has taken towards so many people. And if that negative information is ruled out by us forgiving the other person, just imagine Gokul, okay? So if everyone is your friend, that is fantastic. But if there is some enemy within you, right now what you need to do is forgive that fellow. Forget the incident that conspired between you both. So forgive him truly, okay? And just say sorry to him for the disturbance that has happened because of you. So then automatically you're deleting that negative memory in your mind. Once that negative memory is deleted in your mind, automatically you have love towards him. Then you have comfort towards him. Today, I don't have anyone who is an enemy for me. I don't have negative opinion towards anyone on this earth. When I don't have an enemy and when I don't have a negative opinion about others, okay, so my life is a comfort and I'm in a state of comfort in my life always. I hope you're understanding this. So there's no big arena, Gokul, that's it. So your attitude is the way you are thinking in different situations. So if your mind has to think positively in different situations, you need to take care of the information that is being lodged in your mind. So simply remember this thought process, what I've told you again and again. Your mind is a garden and you are a gardener. So what do you keep sowing in your garden? What do you keep plucking off from your garden? The weeds are plucked off. So every negative content that is being planted in your mind is a weed. Just keep plucking it off. Okay? Then your thinking goes great. So you can observe positive thinking is being noticed in people who read books, who listen to positive content, who are conscious about what is exactly happening in their life. When you can take it on, I think it does justice for you, Gokul. Thanks a lot for your wonderful question. I must be grateful for your question. And the ability what you have developed and all, okay, it's all your effort, Gokul. It's not because of us. So we only guide. So it's like you want to go to Tirupati, we will give you guidance, okay, how much far it is, how you have to travel, what are the things you need to carry, everything like that. But the journey is to be done by you only. So you have to put the effort. So whatever you have achieved in your life, it's all your effort. And this can be done by anyone. And all I suggest you is one thing. So you have somehow worked on it, you have enhanced it, you have become a good communicator. So use that communication to inspire and as many people as you can. Just let me ask this question. Before becoming a good communicator and after becoming a good communicator, how do you feel about yourself? Definitely I can say that you must be feeling excited after becoming a good communicator. And that must be adding some respect for you, some love for you, some belief for you, making your thinking superior and making your experience of life wonderful. So, don't you want this experience for everyone? If that experience must be there for everyone, you must use your communication to the maximum extent and inspire as many people as you can in order to empower their communication skills. You should talk about your feelings. You should express the enhancement of your self-love, self-respect, self-belief, and the greatness in your thinking, and the pleasure and happiness and joy what you are experiencing after putting effort. So most of the people want this experience, but they're not trying this experience because they're scared that it is not possible to attain it, or it's difficult to attain it. But you just need to pull up some confidence in them and drive it. See, I could develop my communication skills. I had not really put a lot of effort to develop my communication skills. But once I built my communication skills, so I felt that I must help a lot of people in building their communication skills. And I took it as a profession and I started working on it, okay? I started inspiring and touching many lives. Okay? Of course, I don't want you to take it as a profession. But every time you take an opportunity, say that it is a possibility, anyone can develop. All they have to do is be committed and work on it for 5 to 6 months consistently so that they can experience something wonderful in their future. Okay? Thank you so much, Gokul, for that. Raidu, good evening. Thanks for your presence, okay? Every time in this session. So, you have a question like, what is the difference between friendship and friendliness? తెలిసిన వారందరూ మన జీవితం గురించి అడుగుతారు ఎందుకు? Okay, so I think we can rush through the first question and come down to the next question. Okay, what is the difference between friendship and friendliness? So I told you, right, when a person expresses positive quality within us, world is nothing but a reflection. Okay, we always see who we are in others. So when we are blessed with positive qualities, we notice that positive qualities in others and we say that we are friends. When we have negative qualities within us, we look into that negative qualities in others, and as that negative qualities trouble us, automatically we consider that the other fellow is creating the trouble and we say that he is an enemy. Okay, that's it. So let's say, I'll give you a simple example. Suppose I hate someone commenting girls. So this is like a negative quality that is there within me. So automatically when someone is commenting a girl, I get irritated, I get worried. As I don't like this quality and someone is expressing that quality, I automatically consider that fellow to be an enemy. And in the process, I suffer. I hope you are understanding. See, what I mean by negative quality is an opposing quality that you don't like within you. Okay, and that is being seen in someone. So let us say I'm against the reservation system that this country follows. So automatically, as I don't like that, when someone secures something just because they had a reservation, automatically I hate that fellow. So because it's an opposing thought, what I don't like. So let's say I don't like eating non-vegetarian food. So when I don't like eating non-vegetarian food, automatically when someone is eating non-vegetarian stuff, okay, I don't like him. Because the negative thought in me, the opposition thought in me, is making me to consider the other fellow to be an enemy. So let us say that I love a girl. Okay, that is a positive quality that is there within me. So automatically, I don't want someone to love the same girl. Okay, when I don't want someone to love the same girl, this is an opposing thought that is there within me. And if someone is doing that, that fellow becomes my enemy. So you need to understand that. When you have a positive quality and that quality is being expressed in others, automatically we consider them to be friends. So when we have a negative quality, that is opposing quality within us, and when that quality is being expressed in someone, we consider him to be enemy. Okay? So when we are expressing the positive quality that is there within us, we are exhibiting friendliness. Okay? But when we are exhibiting the negative quality that is there within us, we are exhibiting enmity. And that's how we are increasing our disturbance. So friendliness or friendship, I think you know, okay. So looking into the positive qualities, and you reflect on the positive qualities in others, and you consider that, okay, we both are one. That feeling is friendship, that's it. So, తెలిసిన వారందరూ మన జీవితం గురించి ఎందుకు అడుగుతారు, ఓకే, it's a simple concept, okay. But everyone who knows us asks about our life is all about this. Most of the people are not happy on this earth. So, they keep thinking that everyone around them are really happy, only they are suffering, or only he or she is suffering. So, this is not a comfortable thought with them. So, every time they meet somebody, they cross-check. So let's say it's something like this. Jagan has introduced some scheme like Ammovadi. Through that, he is distributing money to every student or something like that. So the money has been transferred into the accounts of people. So automatically everyone keeps going there and asking, did you get that amount? Okay. So this is more asked by people who did not get it. So the person who got it is just keeping quiet. Because he got it, he is not bothered about the other fellow getting it or not. But the fellow who did not get it, this fellow goes to everyone and keeps asking, did you get it? Did you get it? Did you get it? Did you get it? So when you are not experiencing your life wonderfully, automatically you are under a doubt whether everyone is experiencing that. So if no one is experiencing a happy life, then it's okay. So you are under a balance saying that no one is happy, I'm not happy. So because the jealousy that is there within us, okay, it doesn't want the other person to be happy. Okay, even if you are not happy, that is okay, but the other person should not be happy. This is how the jealousy expresses within ourselves. So as most of the people are not celebrating their life, most of the people are not enjoying their life greatly, automatically they keep cross-checking when the other fellow is really doing something good with his life, or he's also struggling. That's it. Don't worry about that, okay? So, let them ask, okay? One thing that I do, try to understand this. Being alive on this earth, you have everything. మీరు బ్రతికున్నారంటే మీకు అన్నీ ఉన్నాయి, దట్స్ ఆల్. So because when you're not alive, you don't have anything. Because you can't do anything on this earth. So being alive on this earth is like having everything on this earth. Understand this? And you are alive, so you have everything. You are the best person. Now, all the worry, all the trouble, all the disturbance that you are experiencing in your life is experiencing because of the desires what you created did not become true. You created some desires in your life and you did not experience them to be true, and that did not come true in your life. Just because your desires did not come true in your life, you feel that you have a lot of problems. Probably if your desires came true in your life, let us say that whatever you thought of is happening in your life. So whatever you think of is being happened, okay? So then automatically you may be a happy personality. But you need to understand that probably you created a desire and that became true. Okay? So you are happy for a short while. Then a new desire came. And again you started running after it. And it became true. And again you were happy for a short while. Then again, okay, you started desiring for something. Then that became true. And you are happy for a while. So, creating a desire, struggling for it, getting it done, being happy for some time, and then again creating a bigger desire, and again running for it, and getting it done, and being happy for a short while. Okay, you are getting happiness only in installments, okay? Now and then after you achieving that desire. But if you can give off that desire, if you don't have any desire in your life, let anything that is happening in your life happen. Okay, so when you don't have desire at all, whether it happens or not is not a criteria. So whether it happens, you are happy. If it is not happening, you are suffering. But if you don't have a desire at all, let anything that is happening in life happen. In that case, so there is no fulfillment of a desire, or there is no non-fulfillment of a desire. So there is no happiness, there is no sorrow. You are in balance always. So don't expect your desires to come true in life. Okay, so learn to destroy that desiring ability. So don't go after desires, because every time your desire is fulfilled, okay, you go for a bigger desire. Every time that desire is fulfilled and you are going for a bigger desire, and your mind never settles for anything, it always wants more, it always wants more, it always wants more. So destroy that desire. So let anything that is going to happen in your life happen. So accept it. Accept it, because the God is making that decisions for you. So when God is making that decisions for you, definitely they must be the best decisions. You may not be considering that the decisions what are being made in your life are good today. But I 100% assure you that the decisions that are being done to you today are good, and you will experience that in future. See, in all my 50 years of life, if I just look back and just observe, I can definitely say that there was not even one wrong decision that was made by God in my life. I might have struggled a lot that many things did not go according to my way. But I'm really telling you, okay, every decision was perfect. And the same thing happens in your life too. Probably life is not going according to your thought process, but life is exactly going the way it has to go. You will realize it someday. So the first thing is focus on your desires. Destroy that desiring ability within you. Now you don't have any desire. So there is no question of excitement, there is no question of disappointment. You are in balance. This puts your life into a comfort. First thing. Second thing is live in the present. See, leave your past. There may be good things or bad things in that, but you have to leave your past because it's dead. Don't hang on with good things, don't hang on with bad things. Past is dead, just leave it. But if you're holding your past, okay, so if there is a negative incident in the past, okay, that keeps worrying you, and if there is a positive incident that keeps enhancing your ego, so why? So we have to drop our past and live in the present, because the past is dead. So do this. And the third thing is, you need to understand that every trouble that you are getting in your life is just an emotion. That emotion is an outcome of a feeling. That feeling is an outcome of the way your mind is thinking. That thinking is an outcome of the information that was lodged in your mind. If that is positive, positive emotion. If that is negative, negative emotion. So whatever the negative experience that you are experiencing in your life, you are experiencing because you lodged something negative in your mind. And that's your mistake. Now change that. Put some positive memory in your mind. Definitely, every life is thousands of times better when you look back and see people who are suffering bigger than us. We need to understand this. See, a priest wanted to solve the problem of worrying in people. So he invited everyone to your hall and asked them to write their problems on a piece of paper. Afterwards, all the problems were put in a pot. Then what happened is, everyone has to come and pick up a paper randomly and just read it. And if their problem was smaller than the problem that was expressed in the paper, automatically this fellow feels comfortable. Okay, because there is someone who is experiencing bigger problem than them. Then automatically says that, now your problem is pretty small compared to the problem that you are experienced by others. So look back, there are a lot of people who are not able to gain this knowledge. There are a lot of people who are struggling for a lot of things in life. So we are far, far better than what they are. So we need to feel that we are blessed and we need to change our life. So as I told you, just focus on these three things. Destroy your desire. Live in the present. Be conscious about your thinking. So all the worry that you are experiencing is just an outcome of a thought process that is happening within you, which is not real. It is the outcome of the memory what you have created in your mind. You sow a wrong plant in your garden, and when that plant troubles you, you blame God or you blame circumstances. This is not pretty fair, right? You have to pluck it off from the soil and make it a comfortable platform to celebrate your life. That's it, right? Okay. All the best. You can make things happen, okay? Keep going with it. Thank you so much. Hi Ramakrishna. I think getting a job is adding a lot of positive thought process in your mind and you're back with your original Ramakrishna. That's great, man. After a long time seeing some questions from you, let me answer it. Thank you so much for that. And happy Friendship Day. You texted, but I didn't text it. Because for me, the whole world are my friends. What are things to be holded and what things aren't to be holded? Okay, just hold on to the truths and leave the rest. When you hold on to the truth, automatically you keep thinking something good and you keep experiencing your life wonderfully. See, put a one-line conclusion of what life is, Ramakrishna, okay? Understand something like this. Life is an experience, or it's an experiential journey. That's all, right? And you want experience, that experience of life to be good, okay? In every phase of your life, you want your experiential journey to be good, that's all. So, what is designing your experience? Your emotions. How are your emotions designed? Feelings. How are your feelings designed? Thinking. How is your thinking designed? Your memory. That's it, right? So when you put a positive memory in your mind, okay, then everything is good. So you have to hold on to the truths. So let us not consider there are a lot of truths on this earth, okay? Let us take a few of them, okay? An ability to forgive. Okay? We need to learn to forgive. So there may be many people who are behaving according to their choices, but we must have fixed in our mind that people should not be like that. So as they are opposite to our beliefs, so we automatically hate their doings. Okay? So we need to consider that they are living their lives. They do what they love. They do not do the things what we like. Just because I love to speak English, I can't say that the people who are not speaking English are bad. Of course, I developed it because I loved it. So whether the other person develops it or not, it is his choice because it is his life and he can make decisions by himself. Okay, the same concept works. So when you can accept the world as it is, and every time you get some kind of trouble, just because your decision or the way you want the world is not like that, then automatically what you can do is you can forgive them. So learn the ability to forgive. So when you learn the ability to forgive, there is no hatred towards anyone on this earth. When there is no hatred towards anyone on this earth, your experiential journey is fantastic. 1. 2. Keep speaking truth. Be transparent. See, we tell a lie for one reason that we don't want to accept our mistakes. Okay. But we know that that is a mistake and our mind knows it. So as our mind knows that it is a mistake, automatically it develops guilt, that is negative thinking within us. And it drops our self-love, self-belief and self-respect and makes our thinking inferior. When our thinking is inferior, the experiential journey looks worst. So why should we ever do it? See, we try to cover our mistakes and create a lie and manage the situation just because we are under the impression that everyone is perfect on this earth. Remember Ramakrishna, no one is perfect on this earth. Everyone does mistakes. But the only thing is they don't accept the mistakes what they do. There may be only a few people who are ready to accept mistakes. As no one is accepting mistakes, you are under the opinion that everyone is perfect. But it's not like that. So we are trying to become perfect, and in the process we make a lot of mistakes. So the other person doesn't have the courage to accept his mistakes. But you develop the courage to accept your mistakes and be original. So when you are truthful, automatically what happens? You are accepting the mistake. Probably the other person is dropping the image what he carries towards you. But definitely that fellow will improve the respect what he has towards you greatly in future. Because at last he finds the original person. At last he finds a person who is true to himself. So be truthful. Next. Be honest. Don't be something when someone is watching you. And don't be something else when someone is not watching you. And you always do what you ought to do. See, probably for your parents, what you are in Bangalore. So you are, what I can say, a consistent worker, Shramikudu, one who is working to build knowledge and create a good job for himself. So what your parents expect is maximum time in a day you will be dedicating your time for enhancing your skills. And if at all if you are doing it, you're honest. But probably as your father is not noticing you, or your mother is not noticing you, or your sister doesn't know what you are doing. So if you are trying to celebrate your life by communicating with girls, moving around, doing something or the other, watching movies, chit-chatting, doing a time pass, which is not according to the perception of your parents, then you're not honest. And if at all if your parents ask you, can you reveal this to them? And you don't want to reveal this to you. When you don't want to reveal this to you, why would you ever do that? See, one thing you need to understand, Ramakrishna, is this. 99% of the problems that people encounter in life, they encounter because they have an option of telling a lie. If they don't have an option of telling a lie, then automatically they have no problem at all. So just take care of this. Never be dishonest. Be honest. Okay? Just do things what you ought to do right now. Okay? And third thing is keep up your promises. Every time you make a promise, uphold to it. So never leave it. When you keep up your promise, you add value on yourself. So when you add value on yourself, you make your thinking superior. When your thinking is superior, your experiential journey is wonderful. At least to start with, develop these four qualities. Develop an ability to forgive. Develop an ability to speak truth. Develop an ability to be honest. Keep up your promises. Okay. Take calculated risks in life. At least try these things. So when you are doing these things, okay, automatically what happens? You are holding to these things, let us presume, okay. When you are holding to these things, your thinking goes great. When your thinking goes great, your experiential journey is great. When your experiential journey is great, okay, your life is great. See, people don't do this. As they don't do this, they have a lot of negative thinking, and the negative thinking keeps suffering them, and their experiential journey is worst. Now, these people, by mistake, consider that their life experience is not good because they are not going to 5-star hotels and eating, they are not wearing good clothes, they are not traveling by cars, they are not having beautiful girlfriends, they are not traveling places, they are not being with the rich society, they are not having diamond-studded necklaces. They're not having gold, they're not having rich life, they're not having properties, they're not having assets, okay? This is all humbug, man. Because there are a lot of people who have this, but still they're also suffering. There are a lot of people who possess this, but no one who is possessing all this say that he is happy. Just look at a lot of people, okay, who are there around you. They may be having all this, but they are not happy. So happiness is an outcome of the thinking that runs in our mind. Okay, and that thinking goes good when they are truthful, when they learn to forgive. When even I was just talking to Raidu, okay, when you forget the past and live in your present, that's also a truth what you can hold on to. So develop these positive qualities, hold on to them, and leave all the negative qualities. See, if there is a hatred about someone in your mind, drop it. Okay, if you have a habit of telling a lie, drop it. If you're dishonest, drop it. If you have laziness where you're not keeping up your promises, drop it. Okay, so when you drop, when you're not able to forgive somebody, okay, drop that quality. So when you drop all the negative qualities, when you leave all that, I think it's fantastic. See, most of the people, it's like get caught in this troubles by holding on to something. I think we worked on a story, you remember this, right? How do people catch monkeys? So they just create a small box and put some groundnuts in it. So a monkey puts its hand, it is easy to penetrate that hand, and it takes the groundnuts. Once the monkey takes the groundnuts, now its hand becomes a fist. So it's bigger. So initially it is putting it like this. Now it is holding some groundnuts. Now it is not easy to pull it out. If the monkey can drop the groundnuts, automatically the hand comes out easily. But it doesn't drop it. As it doesn't drop it, okay, it is caught by the monkey catchers. See, I have experienced once, okay, near Ramesh Theatre, I think, okay, a person caught a monkey and he tied it like they were stretching its legs and hands totally, and it must be undergoing the biggest pain. Okay. So why was the monkey caught? Because it just caught hold of something which it had to leave. So if you can develop that ability of leaving all these things, okay, and holding on to the good things in life. So like I was talking that drop your desires. So when you drop your desire, okay, so your mind does not seek more. When your mind does not seek more, whatever that comes in your life, it's wonderful. So hold on to the things. This we call it as values, ethics. When you can hold on to these good things in life, automatically your experiential journey turns wonderful. Hold on to them and drop all the negative part of things. If there is any negative thought in your mind, okay, about anything, just drop it out. Next, what are to be given up and what are not to be given up? I think both the questions are almost similar, you know. So, given up are all the qualities which drop your self-love, which drop your self-belief, which drop your self-respect. Just the opposing thoughts. Okay. See, for example, there are certain things or let's go with truths, men, okay. Just don't give up on truths. Okay. And whatever is not a truth, just drop it. Then it is going to be a wonderful thing in your life. Okay. Thank you so much, men. And there are 2 more questions to be answered. Let me address this. Shiva, good evening. Thank you so much for your question, men. What is character? Great. Doing the good all through your life is character. So it's like, I'll tell you, everyone on this earth will do something good now and then. See, we know that we must be in balance. Now and then all of us are in balance. But if we can be in balance always, okay, then we are a man of character. We know that we need to speak truth. So now and then we too speak truth. But if we can speak truth all through our life, then we are a man of character. We know that we need to live in the present because the past is dead. Whether it is good or bad, okay, it must be dropped. So when we live in the present, okay, our experiential journey is wonderful. But do we live in the present always? So if you live in the present always and you drop the past because it's dead, then you are a man of character. You know that you need to be honest, and you will be honest now and then in your life. So it's not like that. Will you be honest all through your life? Then you're a man of character. See, when you look at the suffering of others as yours, you are a true human being. I repeat, when you look at the suffering of others as your suffering, then you are a true human being. This is what Gandhi said, or all the great persons said. So if you can live by this, okay, all through your life, when you experience someone suffering in your life and you take it as your suffering and do your best in order to come out of that. See, a person saw a buffalo which was stuck in the mud, which was not able to come out. So he could not bear the pain of watching it struggling. So he had no alternate other than saving that buffalo. So though it was not possible for him to save the buffalo, somehow he saved the buffalo. Just because he could not bear the buffalo's suffering. So this man could see the suffering of a buffalo in him. And he is a true human being. And if you can maintain this quality all through your life, then, okay, you're a man of character. So we have to think positively in every situation. So when we think positively in every situation, we do something productive which becomes useful for the society. And we must think positively in every situation. And if we are a man of character. We need to keep up our promises. We should never break them. So we should not make promises that we can't keep up. We have to hold on. We have to keep up our promises. When we keep up our promises, then you need to understand all through your life, when you keep up your promise, then you're a man of character. So there may be many good qualities that you accept in your life, Shiva. If you're able to hold on to that good qualities all through your life, then automatically you're a man of character. I hope you understood this, Shiva. Okay. So Mahatma Gandhi became a man of character because whatever the principles he hanged on, truth, non-violence, satyagraha, he lived by them all through his life. Whatever may be the circumstance, he did not change it. He stick to it. And he just carried it forward all through his life. And that's how he became a man of character. So doing the good thing for lifetime is being a man of character. So I think there are many things that you believe that make you a human being. Do them all through your life. That's it, Shiva. Thank you so much. Madhu, good evening. How to control anger, sir? How to develop positive attitude? 2 questions, sir. Good. Let me put it simple, okay? Madhu, why you are getting angry? Just have a question in your mind. Just because the other person is not behaving the way you want him to behave. That's it. The other person is not behaving the way you want him to behave. So that is the reason why you are getting angry. I will ask you a few questions, try to answer this, Madhu. Is the other person living his life or your life? He is living his life. When he is living his life, he must do what he likes. He must do what he likes, or must he do what you like? As he is living his life, he must do what he likes. Right? Try to understand this. So when he is doing what he likes, what's the problem with you? The world may be expecting something from you. Can you be that for the world? It's never possible. You can't be something for others. You want to be what you are. It is the same case with everyone. So don't ever create a thought process in your mind that the other person must be like this. When you create this thought process, automatically you get angry and you trouble yourself. So learn to accept people as they are. When you learn to accept people as they are, okay, not creating any benchmark in your life, then you will not get angry. 1. 2. You must have created some negative thought process about the other person in the past. As you have created a negative thought process about that person in your past, automatically what is happening? That negative thought process is creating anger for you. Okay? So, every time you become angry, calm down your mind, sit in a quiet place, get back to your mind, introspect, okay, what negative did I put about the other person in my mind? Okay, so identify that. And after identifying that, okay, change that negative into a positive. So then automatically you will not experience that anger again in life. Okay, and learn to accept life as it comes. See, one thing I'll tell you definitely. You may think something to be good today, and you want that to happen in your life. It may not happen. So you'll feel bad for it. But I'm telling you, what you think is to happen 100% in your life, and it is not happening means, probably after some time, you will be realizing that it's 100% good that it did not happen. Simple. I'll put it in Telugu, you can understand. ఇప్పుడు మీరు ఏదో మీ లైఫ్లో జరగలేదని మీరు బాధపడుతూ ఉంటారు, కానీ రైట్ నౌ అది జరిగితేనే మంచిదని మీరు థింక్ చేస్తూ ఉంటారు. కానీ కొద్ది రోజుల తర్వాత అది జరగందే చాలా మంచిదని ఆలోచిస్తారు. సో మీ ఫ్యూచర్ యూనివర్స్కి తెలుసు. సో ఫ్యూచర్ అంతా మీరు అది జరగకపోతేనే మంచిదని ఆలోచిస్తారు, మీ మైండ్కి తెలుసు. కాబట్టి కొద్ది రోజులు మీరు అది జరగకపోయినా సఫర్ అయినా కూడా మైండ్ అలానే హోల్డ్ ఆన్ చేస్తుంది. So you need to accept it and move on. So you don't know how your future is going to be. See, in my life, there were certain things what I really wanted to happen in my life, but they did not happen. But afterwards I realized that those things not happening in my life are the biggest boons for me. ఒకవేళ అవన్నీ జరిగి ఉంటే it could have been the biggest problem for me in my life. So I hope you are understanding this. So learn to accept life as it comes. When you learn to accept life as it comes, okay, then automatically you don't have any worry in your life. So all you have to understand in your life is this. Just keep observing what is creating anger, what's really making you angry. So once you understand what is exactly making you angry, I think handling anger is a possibility. You can do it, Madhu, okay? There is no problem. And positive attitude, I have answered it with so many people. Just change your memory, put some positive content, then automatically you will start thinking positively. Zaid Ali, how to deal with people, toxic behavior. There is no toxic behavior of people, men, okay? It is only immature behavior. See, one thing is like, okay, don't try to impress everyone on this earth. Don't try to be associated with everyone on this earth. Just, okay, there will be someone who is of your choice, who will be a reflection of yours. Just try to associate with them. When you want to impress everyone in your life, then you will hold on to everyone in life. Just let people come. If they're interested, stay with you. If they're not interested, let them pass. Don't try to hold on to any relation in life. Give that flexibility for them. So you too don't try to hold on to anyone just because someone is good, or when you are staying with someone, your experience of life is good. You will be holding on to them and you will be thinking that you should never leave them, okay? Don't do it, okay? Life is all about the journey that you experience with you. So it's you with yourself. So you have to lead your life completely with yourself. When it is a journey that you have to lead with yourself, okay, so automatically you don't bother about anyone around you. So you don't need to hold on to people who are toxic. So there may be many negative people in this society, but I don't consider them, okay. I don't want everyone in my life. I'm just happy when I'm with myself. So when I'm truthful, when I'm honest, when I'm keeping up my promises, when I learn to forgive everything, so when I drop my past because it's dead, and when I don't have any desires in my life, automatically I'm very comfortable with myself. As I'm very comfortable with myself, I'm comfortable with everyone. If someone is really toxic according to you, okay, just keep away from them. Why you have to hang on with them and try to change them? Don't ever try to change anyone on this earth, because nobody changes. So they are doing something because they love it, okay, or they are immature about it. Let them enhance their immaturity, then they will change. So all you have to do is you focus on empowering yourself and you focus on transforming your life greatly. Your self-improvement must be your only goal, and you keep working on your self-improvement. Okay? It was a wonderful question, man. Thank you so much. Nizam, good evening. People judge us in our lives because they develop some negative information within us. When people develop a negative information within us, they start judging us. But judgment in some cases makes us grow. They identify the negative qualities that are there within us. It's like, I'll tell you, okay. Even friends identify the negative qualities within us, but they don't reveal it to us. But critics, or the people who do not want us to grow, will reveal the negative qualities that are there within us. So when they reveal that negative qualities to us, we modify that. When we modify that, we grow. So how do we overlook judgments, or how do we embrace them to grow? I think you got the answer. I just told it. How do you overlook judgment is, see, you can have a positive opinion about everyone on this earth. But how can you make others to have a positive opinion about you in their minds? It's not in your control. So when they take a negative opinion about anyone, they judge. So if I have a negative opinion about Jagan's government, then I judge everything what he is doing. But if I don't have a negative opinion about his government, then I don't judge what he is doing. If my father has a positive opinion about me, then he doesn't judge me what I am doing. But if my father does not have a positive opinion about me, he judges me in everything what I am doing. So even when I am coming for a question answer session, he may put a question on me. I hope you understand that. So when the world takes a negative thought process about anyone or about anything, they keep judging. But when the world has a positive thought process, they never judge. See, I may go to Shirdi Sai sweet stall which is next to me, And if I judge the quality of the product, what they are doing, I'm judging it because I hate their products. But if I don't hate their products, I love their products so much, then automatically there is no question of judgment at all. I hope you are understanding. Okay? So we cannot control the judging ability of others because they took something negatively. And they took something negatively because they have that negative quality within them. And how do we embrace them to go? When someone comes up, see, there was a simple incident what I can tell you. A person was worried that many critics were criticizing him. So the Guru said that, okay, definitely listen to them because the critics tell you some negative points which your friends hide from you. So you need to know the negative points because we cannot identify the negative points that are there within us. So the people who judge us, only they reveal those negative points within us. Okay? And at the same time, the Guru tells the other person that there was no statue erected for any critic. Statues were only erected for those who were criticized. So let the other person criticize. Don't take it so seriously. Okay? But if what the other person says is something negative within us, so why don't we embrace it, follow it, and grow it? Just hang on with it. Judgment in some cases helps us grow, but sometimes makes us develop ourselves. How do we create a balance between them? What to hold on and what not to? I think you and Ramakrishna thought the same thing, okay? See, I told you, right? When the other person's judgment is making us realize some negative quality that we have within ourselves, hold on to it and change it. When the other person's judgment is just because of the hatred what he has developed on us, he may be giving a lot of judgments, but we don't need to consider for that. So there may be someone who hates me. So he keeps judging my work, he keeps judging my presentations, he keeps judging my classwork, he keeps judging my institute, he keeps judging my atmosphere. A lot of things he'll judge and make a lot of negative comments. I can't do anything for that. But if there is something what I really need to learn, like for example, initially when I was communicating, there was the usage of okay in every sentence. Because I was not having a flow of words, so I was stuck, I had to think and communicate. So the word okay was coming in my communication so many times. Someone told me this, I took it. Because I never felt that that is something wrong. And I don't have time to listen to the critics, or I don't have time to listen to the judgments of everyone. Because I'm not bothered about what people think about me or what people talk about me. I have a lot to improve in myself. So put your focus much on improving yourself. Okay, because we cannot make everyone think positive about us. The people who are selfish, jealous, and have envy towards others, they can never think in a positive manner. People reflect what they are. So we don't need to worry for what they are. We cannot expect everyone to be matured on this earth. All we have to do is only one thing. Okay. We should always keep working on ourselves. We should keep on improving ourselves. But when we give some time for others wherein they criticize us, so just check on yourself if you have that quality or not. If you have it, try to change it. If you don't have it, forget about it. So understand the core, then you can think and realize the essence of it. Judgment is an outcome of hatred. Hatred is an outcome of negative thinking. So when some person has negative thinking in his mind about us, he has some negative information about us in his mind. So that negative information makes him think negatively, and that negative thinking develops hatred, and that hatred makes him to judge what we are doing. Okay? So he looking into the negative information of us is his mistake. Okay. But for some reason, if it's expressing the negative quality within us, why don't we check it out? If it is good, take it on. If not, forget about it. Okay. I think you've got my essence, Lizan, okay? So you hold on to things, okay, which are true, because you are the right judge. Today, with the maturity what you have, you may be thinking that it's not true. Tomorrow, when you have an enhanced maturity, then you may realize it. Okay. So, in my previous days, when I came across a lot of principles, I used to think that they're all not true. It's all funny, okay? How can all this be possible? But with my enhanced maturity, when I started growing in my maturity, I started realizing that all of them were true. So, growing in your maturity, you'll be realizing the truth. There's nothing wrong in it. But whatever your mind and heart says right now, with your maturity, take it and move on. Okay, there's nothing wrong about it. Fine. So, understand the basic essence and think about it. If you still did not get any clarity about it, okay, why don't we sit up and discuss once and resolve the issues? We can go for a listen, okay. Thank you so much, guys, for your participation. Your encouragement in taking this question answer session forward is really helping me to do something good, okay, and make many people to develop awareness within themselves. So a few people's work can inspire many people to join this program tomorrow, and we can see this world as a better place to live in. I always work with one vision to see this world as a beautiful place to live in, and you and I together can make it, okay, just by enhancing awareness. So keep posting your questions, and I'll take the privilege of answering it. It's really an honor for me for this opportunity given by God. Thank you so much, friends, and thank you so much, Lord, for this opportunity. Thank you, guys. Take care.